Jim Harbaugh, if it's even close, I'm starting J.J. McCarthy. If Jim Harbaugh is coaching for his job, and if you're going to go 6-6 or 7-5 in year 7, that looks better with the highest rated quarterback recruit the program has had since Chad Henne, or Ryan Mallett. Actually, I forget about him because he transferred out. So this is the highest rated quarterback recruit the program has had since Ryan Mallett. It looks better doing that with him as a true freshman than it does with Joe Milton or Cade McNamara, who have combined now going into this year 7 years in your program. So if I'm Jim Harbaugh, and the other factor too is the presence that McCarthy has. He played a huge role in keeping this recruiting class together when Jim Harbaugh was looking for a job in the NFL. If we're being brutally honest, that's what was going on, despite stories to the contrary. So he kept that class together, helped assemble a lot of that class. He's been committed to Michigan for 2 years. To me, I think he's a culture guy, not just a top prospect, but a guy that wants to be an ambassador for Michigan football. He wants to be a field marshal, not just a quarterback. And so if I'm Jim Harbaugh, if it's close at all, I'm starting J.J. McCarthy.
Now, one aspect of this,
by the way, can I bring this up about Michigan?
Of course.
Because we didn't get into the actual rankings yet for the team total talent ratings. Right now, Michigan has the 6th most talented roster in the country. Right now, going into the season, this is the most points I started doing this for the 2017 season. This is right now the most talented roster Jim Harbaugh has had. Now, it's also maybe the youngest one he has had. It's even younger than the 2017 team. But in terms of overall talent, over the last 4 years, they've recruited 51 4- and 5-star recruits at Michigan under Jim Harbaugh. So this is the 6th most talented roster going into this coming season. But it's really young. And so it's one of those things, Mark, where it's either all going to gel together and shock people. And that's kind of what happened with Georgia in 2017. Nobody really saw them coming. They all just kind of gelled at the same time. Or it's going to get them fired because they'll just the schedule they're playing is difficult. So they're either going to get crushed under the weight of that schedule, or they're all going to kind of gel. It's not a team where like one unit is holding them back. And you're like, okay, if they get better corner play, the whole team is literally a start over. The whole team is. Now there's a lot of raw material there, but it's a new defensive coordinator. It's an unproven offensive coordinator. He did the Brian Kelly 2016 coaching staff reboot thing to save his career. This is really everything about this program, other than the presence of Harbaugh, is totally a brand new program. So they're either going to catch fire and shock people, which they did a little bit Jim's first year, or you're going to see them with all that newness, with the level of schedule they're playing, it's going to collapse them and he's going to get fired.